power of niggatry compels you. What a
I'm
great-
alive.
Ow,
it's
my
the
back.
roboting.
Or lo, a stone has hit it.
Oh,
Right then. Hello everyone, and welcome back to SCP, A World of Darkness. Does anyone here remember what happened last episode?
Last time on SCP, World of Darkness.
We
I
went
was hit
into
with
a
a rock.
spooky
Pasta
cave.
was almost crushed in the fall, but
almost
Han
died.
went and saved him.
Thank you, Han.
Because we were here to go detonate this place full of the vampire-y things.
Indeed.
In order
Yeah.
to save the Balkan Peninsula.
yeah, the whole peninsula.
Boom, go boom, boom.
But what about Greece? Do we have to save Greece?
Perhaps Greece will be destroyed in the battle. Who knows?
Don't worry,
But yes.
Greece will take care of itself.
Last time, our protagonists were sent by MTF Ouroboros to aid the MTF Beta 7 Mass Hatters in an attempt to once and for all neutralize SCP-2191, the Dracula Factory. Their plan was rather simple. After having spent many attempts to find a relatively stable path into the Dracula Factory proper, they were to send 3 teams into the tunnels to make sure that they are in fact still stable. After all, what was the point of the assault if midway through the assault they found out that the previously uncovered paths are suddenly blocked off? Once inside and nearing the point in which the assault would be using, if they chose this entrance, a tremor could be felt throughout the ground as SCP-2191-3, its core, began to move, causing the earth around them to shatter and break. Running from the resulting cave-in, they were forced further into the tunnels themselves, and after walking for what must have seemed like hours, though the exact time is unknown, they reached a part of the cave system that seems to open up. Done? Okay. That is where we left off. So to explain, that token right there up top,
Oh, hell
that
yeah.
is your party token. You, as a party, decide where this token moves.
oh no. Let me just try this out. We'll go one step. Oof.
You should all be able to see.
I can see.
And how exactly this is going to work if you encounter combat? Well, I suppose we'll just wait and see.
Haha. See.
So everyone can move the token.
Everyone can move the token. You can use that to fuck with each other as much as you want.
Oh, hell yeah. Look at that.
So, looking around, you can get a sense of the caverns. Compared to the relatively small and cramped caverns you've walked through so far, what you see here is a slightly more open environment, a wider cavern, so to speak. Along the ceiling and in the walls, you see numerous holes of different sizes. Holes you expect that perhaps the denizens of this place used to move around more expediently. but you're not entirely sure why you know why these main caverns exist. These main caverns are constructed by SCP-2191's 3's tentacles. You're not entirely sure why this part opens up into different cavern paths of various sizes. So, what would you like to do?
Huh.
Keep
Well-
left.
Well, it depends how much exploring
Suppose.
you want to do, lads.
If we keep left, then we can't get lost.
Why
What if
have
we
you
keep
never
right?
been anywhere?
And if we mark the floors, then we know if we've gone the wrong way. Every time we turn left, we just do a big arrow that points left.
Nothing like a trail to our very position.
They can't see, can they?
Exactly.
I mean, the one that went past us didn't seem to give a fuck.
I mean,
They
We-
cannot see, but they do. But judging by the size of their hairs, you expect them to. You assume that they probably have decent hair.
don't leave a boombox, boys.
Can
Or actually, do
I,
leave a boombox.
And what was that, Ash?
can I use unseen sense to see if maybe I could, I don't know, I can't they see anything, but like if there's any clues around that might give us like a hint of which direction to go to? If there's any like markings or anything on the floor or the wall that might be like distinct.
Let's see. Unseen sense is mainly for basically for sensing strangeness rather than any specific direction.
Okay.
And if you're
Okay.
wondering whether or not you can sense strangeness, yes, the entire cavern seems unnatural to you.
Okay. Um,
Guys, I'm just gonna say this. We need a CD player.
I don't think a CD player would be beneficial in this.
Trust me.
Maybe a gag.
Well,
No.
nah, I think I get what he's wanting to do. He's thinking
Yeah.
play some shit on the CD player, chuck it down on a dead end, and just let all the monsters go there.
Yeah. And the best thing is, it takes out the best works of Richard Wagner.
You did get you got the best works of Richard Wagner with you, yes. It is a CD. Roll me a 1d100, please.
Oh no.
Also, even or uneven.
Uneven.
Okay.
Oh, fuck.
Oh no.
But you did forget to ask for anything to play it with.
Yeah, I expected as much.
How did you just notice this?
I'm just glad it wasn't something anomalous or very dangerous.
He gave you an SCP CD player.
Would
Oh,
you
no.
have you decided upon a path you want to walk, or would you like to look around to see if you can get an idea of the environment?
We should probably have a look around to see what an idea for where it can go.
All right, make me a Wits plus investigation roll.
Oof.
Any of us?
All of you, yes.
sorry, it was a wit investigation.
Wits plus investigation. Add all of you take a -2 penalty,
Oh no.
as the caverns are not very distinct.
I can't see shit, sir.
So I didn't actually roll anything.
Yee.
Did you set it to a normal sheet roll, or did you
Yeah.
have a chance roll?
Should I click chance roll since I didn't actually roll anything? Or...
Let me see. Oh yeah, you should check. You should click a chance roll since you didn't
Oh.
roll anything. If the number of dice you can roll is calculated to 0, you roll a chance die. Just then in case that's no.
Ah, okay, that didn't
Oh.
work. What am I doing wrong?
No,
do I
you
need to
did
change
it
it to
right.
simple roll?
Yeah.
I think I did it right.
Oh, I did it right? Okay.
Yeah.
I think I
let
did
me
it
see.
right.
Let me see. Not chance wrote, just chance. I didn't say chance wrote. I said chance roll.
Wait.
So just click chance on the sheet.
Oh, okay, I see.
Mm-hmm.
And sheet roll or simple?
Just sheet roll is fine for that. You don't need to put any negative. You don't put any negative modifiers into it. A chance roll
Okay.
is a chance roll. It never has any penalties.
Alright.
What is the
Set
chance
modifier
roll?
to 0. 1?
You got one success.
Cool. Got a 10 and then rerolled to 8.
Ah, nice. Okay. That is decent amount. As a group, you look around. And you try to get a sense of what you can tell from the environment. But the cabins are very strangely formed. Unlike naturally made cabins, which are created through erosion of rock in bedrock, the caverns before you are strangely circular. Like they look more like someone just drilled a hole straight through the mountain. As such, making it very difficult to tell much about them. But together, especially Cassandra, Danny, and Taggart, notice that there's a certain. There seems to be the occasional claw mark or just scratches and disturbances on the ground. Difficult to see. But you managed to figure out that there are numerous claw marks to both the left and the right. But going straight down, you see an indication of something else. A very slight indication of something being dragged. You're not entirely sure what, though.
In which direction?
Down.
Okay.
I aim my weapon at it and I look through my.
Does your scope
It's a
have
thermal
night
scope.
vision? All right. Give me one moment. I'll do something real quick. Okay. As I will momentarily. Well, not everyone should be able to see that. There you go.
Oh no.
Can you see that, Hum?
I can see up ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Do I see any heat signatures?
Not straight down. Difficult. The range. Beyond a certain range, the thermal scope grows dull, and the cavern walls kind of get in your way.
Mm-hmm. Alright.
You do, however, see a very slight indication of heat signature of a slightly warmer areas on the ground, starting about here. All right.
Right. I guess the safest way is forward. So, let's go.
We go.
One square
Well.
at a time.
I guess. Oh no.
You see the path begin to diverge ahead into two separate ways. One seems to go further down. And could you make me a stealth roll right there?
Oh, hell yeah.
God damn it.
So is this like a group thing, or is it one of those things where everyone succeeds or we all die, or fail?
You'll find out.
Stealth and wits, is it?
I thought it was
Wits,
dexterity.
yes. You can use either dexterity or wits for this one, whichever is higher.
Cool.
They're the same.
Any mods?
No mods.
I'm alive, I think.
Bruh.
Oh
Masters of Stealth.
Sneaky bit
no. Might not
Right.
be.
Right.
Woo.
You notice some movement. You notice movement from within where the cavern opens up,
Get the guns.
and crawling into the light of your flashlights. You see a creature. You see a number of creatures actually. You see a group of two of these strange vampiric things.
I guess I do the
Kind of.
hand signal of everyone stay quiet and stay down.
They seem to be looking around and kind of licking the air, listening intensely as they walk up.
I'm going to hold my katanas in a defensive posture.
I'm already aiming at them. They're not moving.
As they move forward towards where you are up the cavern, would you like to try and remain hidden or go to action?
I would suggest trying our best to remain hidden for now. If it spots
Yes.
us,
Yeah.
then it's go time.
You know that it's very clear to you, standing out in the open as you are, having really no real hiding spots, that they absolutely cannot see you at all. But they inch ever closer to you. So roll me with stealth.
Okay.
Is it minus or 0?
You take a -1 for this stealth roll.
Oh no.
Can I use a willpower point to add +3?
Mm-hmm.
Do you do that before or after you roll?
Before you roll, because it adds more dice.
I think you gotta do it before you roll.
So you do it before you roll.
Okay then.
Who hasn't rolled yet? Okay. They kind of look around for a bit. Kind of snap at each other for a moment. And then just kind of turn back into the cavern air. Disappearing into the part that you cannot see.
Let's not go that way.
On the ground where the thing walked, you see more signs of something being dragged in this direction.
Let's not go that way.
If we go that way, maybe we'll find what we're looking for, though.
Let's just throw some C4 into it.
Remember last time you did that past?
I'm sure that will go just fine.
I mean, it's not a house.
Calm-
we're
calm
supposed
down,
to blow
Bomber
it
Harris.
up.
They're vampires, though.
Will
You
you,
make
be sure
even-
it will kill them and not just make them angry?
Do it again.
I'm pretty sure it would just make them angry and bring more of them to where we are. Let's not do that.
Well, here's the
Remember
dilemma.
that order of
It
not
worked
making
when
any sound if it's all
Goonie
possible.
bombed vampires.
Well, I was gonna whisper to the Cassandra to be silent while the rest of us, kind of hand signal to each other.
I don't know how you can. Well, you can tell her that, I guess. But
Well, okay, if someone wants to say
Well,
let's use
that's
C4, he holds up the C4. People think it's a bad idea, they shake their head no.
Well, if you want to try and communicate without using any kind of aid, then please roll me. For this one, it would be presence plus expression versus presence plus empathy. So all of you, the way it would be done, the way it would usually be done is one person rolls expression, presence plus expression when trying to make a message, and then another person answers by rolling presence plus empathy.
Well, this sounds annoying, let's just talk.
Do you whisper?
Yes.
Alright, make sure to say that. Anytime you talk without expressly mentioning that you're whispering, I will take it as you're not.
Well, I would
Not
like to
always.
expressly say that as long as we are in these tunnels, I am whispering, unless I say I am not.
I'm not accepting that for this one.
Okay, so what if I whisper what I say into the mic?
Well, that would be extremely annoying.
Yes, yes it would.
You know, that ban button is mighty tempting, isn't it?
Cassandra, we stop bickering and continue with the mission, gentlemen.
I whisper back and I go, lads, follow the mission or possibly rescue someone. Tough call.
It could be
These are-
something useful where they're bringing them.
Probably already did. Let's move on.
Well, if they're dragging them somewhere, I doubt they're dragging them out.
Out of character, Grin, is any of us in charge or are we all just kind of the same rank?
Technically speaking, the highest ranked MTF member among you would actually be Lance Corporal Nate Higgers.
Yep.
As he was allowed to maintain his Lance Corporal status.
Hooray.
Aside from Stu, who still technically has the rank of agent, is more of a technical member. The rest of you are considered privates. So when it comes to technical authority, it's actually Lance Corporal Higgers and Agent Taggart who would be in charge.
What do you say, boss? Do we try and find the bodies and hope they're bodies? Or do we try and, not?
Say that you're whispering, say that you're whispering.
Let's
I-
follow the
I-
primary objective.
Alex,
I
you're
whisper
whispering.
back, I concur, lads, let's follow the objective as fucked up as it is. Hopefully that poor sod's already dead.
Very well. Aside from the dragging, you can see the usual claw marks in both directions. There seems to be... It's difficult to tell You think there's probably more claw marks in this direction than there is in this one.
Right. All stars moving for all good.
Out of question character, I'm assuming the place that we're in smells like complete ass because it's like death and decay and blood and stuff like that. So would
You have
we
not
be like,
seen. You have not actually seen any blood.
She
okay,
hasn't seen anything.
well,
You've-
yeah,
The
Bruh.
creatures themselves smell pretty bad, but aside from that, you haven't actually seen anything.
okay.
The tunnel
That's fine.
here grows very cramped and small.
I guess. Is it wide enough that we can move past each other?
With some difficulty, yes.
So we should probably set up a marching order. Korak and Han in front, I guess, because Korak's got a
Yeah.
katana.
I was gonna offer taking point.
Yeah,
I'll be
and you
behind
take
Kovac.
back up behind him. I'll go third, and the rest of you can just bring up the rear however you like, I think.
I'll be all the way in the back.
As I always say, first in, first out.
God.
Possibly be in the middle, you know, not very fighty blind lady.
Remember that you are equipment for this mission.
Yeah,
You are not a person.
I'll be in the middle.
Hold on. Stop there for a second.
Alright.
Halt right there, criminal scum.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry, sir. Did you whisper that?
Yeah.
I think
Good
that was...
question.
Half of you were technically criminal scum at some point. It'd be so funny if an American officer just yelled that in the street, an American cop, just stop right there, criminal scum.
Oh man, great.
Just picturing that.
Alright, continue.
Okay.
All your stolen goods are
You
forfeit.
continue.
As he takes your, crack pipe from you.
You continue to walk down.
I have a really bad feeling.
You
about this.
continue to walk down the empty
Whisper that.
cabin.
Whisper it. Whisper it.
I whisper it.
Thank you.
Ugh. You continue to walk down the seemingly empty cabin. The only noises you hear the breathing and steps of your companions, echoing ever so quietly through the hallways.
Can I whisper my breathing to make it quieter?
No,
Damn.
You just breathe shallowly, that's all you do.
Can
I guess we carry
you can,
on.
however.
Oh.
As you get close, you do, however, see that it seems like the cavern opens up ever so slightly down. Further down. And now that you think about it, could you roll me this would be intelligence plus investigation. Roll.
Oof.
Big brain time.
Gren, could you roll mine since I'm driving? Sorry.
Aye.
Bruh.
Any mods?
None for this one.
Damn.
3. 1, 2, 3.
Right. Having been relatively prepared for this, you realize that you are in fact heading downwards. For it's difficult to tell in these cabins And although it's only a slight incline, you do realize you've been that through this path here, you have in fact been walking downwards.
Cassandra's gonna whisper, I believe that we're changing our trajectory of where we're going. Are we going down? The ground feels a little bit different. She whispers that to whoever wants to listen.
So are we still using down to mean south, or do we mean down as in elevation?
Elevation.
Okay.
Because I'm pretty sure that's the way we're supposed to be going. So that's good.
I think so. You've technically already done your mission. Your mission was simply reconnaissance to check that the path still worked. It did until it caved in. What you're doing now is surviving.
So do we head back?
Well, you can't. You haven't found a different way out yet.
Oh yeah, because it caved in last episode. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, well...
I suppose we can't just finish the mission. I whisper, I suppose we can't just finish the mission, since we're not exactly carrying a nuke with us.
No.
Be a bit difficult for you, indeed.
Well, we do have Ash, that's a
Rather
nuke,
suicide.
Whisper it, Jesus. I whisper.
Cassandra whispers, we're heading down, and my basic knowledge of vampires or vampiric creatures is they're generally in darker, wet, damp places. So if we're going further into these caverns, we might run into more of those creatures that we've been running into.
I haven't seen any yet. He whispers.
You've seen one. Oh,
Well, except for that one.
Well,
Dr. Choice whispers, perhaps we can find out more by heading forward.
alright, I stealthily say, alright, let's keep moving. Bruh. Head deeper into the hell. Oof.
Dr. Choice whispers, I wonder if they would reward us for saving them a nuke and just dealing with this on our own.
could you roll me an investigation? Could you roll me a wits plus investigation roll right there?
Wits. Investigation.
No, actually, this
Mod.
would be. Actually, this wouldn't be that. This would be
Cancel.
wits plus composure.
Bruh.
Wits plus composure.
What's the modifier?
Any mods?
No. Actually, you're all on guard, so you get +1. So roll another d10.
Yep.
For that one.
Okay, so it's just 3.
Oof.
Dang.
Dang.
I
Bruh.
whisper.
Bruh. You rolled above an 8 on every. No, you just rolled a shit ton of this.
Fucking pasta.
Holy fuck!
This shad knows how to not pass.
Hey,
Bruh, you rolled a 10 again on some of these.
I thought 3 successes, with 5 rolls was good, but Jesus. 6 with 7,
No
and
panic,
7
guys.
with 7.
Alright, well, I'll roll for Cassandra as well.
Thank you.
Whisper it.
I whisper, thank you.
Bruh.
It wasn't even in game dialogue.
I don't
I
care.
know.
Oof.
It's
What
a
is
good
it?
habit.
Have you heard of the High Elves?
He
I've
whispers.
heard others say the same. Bye.
Alright. Okay.
Are you the legendary nine-tailed fox? She whispered.
Thank you. I whisper.
Be right back, I whisper.
Oh shit, that was a few.
Oh god, that was
That's
an
a bit of a
amazing stealth
modifier.
roll.
I whisper.
Let's see. Okay. I mean, I was about to check for a bit, but now he rolled 4 10s, so yeah, that makes sense.
Actually, I just realized with the thermal sight aid me in spotting it.
If you keep
Correct.
looking through the thermal sight, indeed.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
All right, then you can roll me another 2 10s.
Why sharp 2d10? Yeehaw!
You better have whispered that yeehaw.
I whisper. Ash,
Okay.
whisper. Whisper, Ash.
Whisper. Whisper.
As you're walking down, you're kind of all looking around you. Alphonse, however, still thinking about how he can make use of the CD, instead looks up in his thoughts and is met with a very uncomfortable sight hanging from the ceiling. As it drops down on top of you. What do you say as this happens, Alphonse?
Get down!
Whisper. I whisper.
Cassandra whispers, I told you that it would be more dangerous the further we go.
Alright. And for now, turn your eyes up here. Wait, hold on. I need to check something to make sure I did it right. Hold on. Ah, shit, I fucked something up. One moment, I need to fix something.
Do, 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 do.
Okay. And then... finally... Sorry about this.
No worries.
Okay. Now turn your eyes to the left.
Do mistyping.
Yeah, it's like... Alright.
Spook.
Oh, we have a spooky box to encounter.
Mm-hmm. Alright. Roll me initiative.
I clicked the wrong one, sorry.
What I will say, aside from Alphonse, all of you are considered surprised for this one.
Shock.
Wait, we're surprised because we
whispers.
rolled well on that?
You're surprised because most of you rolled less than the thing.
I second that initiative
Oh,
roll isn't
sorry, never mind.
correct.
That's all. Sorry, I. Wait, who rolled the 0? Oh, that was. Never mind. Gotcha.
Oh, this is weird. Should... Didn't take into account the bonus for my equipment. Wait, I'll just roll that separately.
Also, Gren, sorry, I clicked the wrong one.
Remember to click your token.
Yep.
Oh, shoot. Just roll again and use the original.
There we go. Goddamn.
Yeah, when I started click the wrong one, Gren, I picked up the wrong token by mistake.
Ah.
and now I can't see the other one.
Okay.
Which is why I can't put initiative on it, I'm afraid.
There you go.
Thank you.
Some Dark Souls boss music.
Could we orient ourselves slightly differently in terms of formation? As I would
Thing.
be behind Korak.
Okay. However you want to orient yourself, do it.
Yeah.
Also, as the trove continues to elude me with where the fuck the things are anymore.
Sorry, I was zoomed in too much to see that we had another room set up for the zoom in. Okay, cool.
Could someone quickly fill me in on the 556 stats?
So I was the.
Does 2 damage.
Yeet.
That's basically it from what I know.
Oh.
Oh no, wait, it's 3 damage for 556.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I thought we gotta choose which 556 thing we brought. Of course, it doesn't really matter to me because I just have that on my back.
Damn, son.
Whatever people said they brought and currently have in their initiative that I said yes to, they have. Alright. Has everyone rolled? I believe it's only Cassandra left. Shall we roll for her?
Correct.
The imp bash. What?
What?
Choice isn't on the turn order.
Right.
What did I do?
Could you click your token and roll again, Choice? You can
Oh, okay.
change it to the original value if you want to.
Oh, you're on the same. Oh.
Well, that was the original value, so cool.
Okay, is that everyone?
Yeah.
Wait, where is... Okay. There you go.
Yeah.
Alright. Let's see. Well, fits well at its first, I guess. As dropping down from the ceiling, this one goes for someone it sees is alone in the group. Relatively, anyway. Okay. It will roll an attack against you. What is your defense or armor rating against melee?
Oops.
Hmm?
It'll
Mine.
be the first digit
Oh,
of
yeah.
the armor.
I was still going for the armor. I have riot gear. I don't know how much defense that adds.
I think that's
As
3.
again, I've been trying to find stuff in the book.
There's two.
Riot Gear's 3, 4, so it'll be 3, and then your
No,
normal
it's the
defense.
armor. He was just about the defense.
Hmm.
So it's 3 defense.
Yeah, plus
Alright.
your defense.
Then I have a defense of 5.
Minus your -2 as well to your regular defense.
Well, it should calculate the defense automatically if you set the.
Basically, the armor
to
gives you a -2 to your basic defense first, and then it has an armor rating against melee attack that you add onto your defense. So it subtracts from your defense and then adds on to your defense afterwards.
Okay.
That's weird.
So what's your base defense?
2.
It gives you a -2. What's your armor rating against melee?
It'll be 3, so
So his defense is 3.
yeah.
Okay. Armor seems a bit counterproductive then.
It's
No.
better against bullets generally.
Also, it doesn't really hurt if you have like a shittier overall defense.
Yeah, because it doesn't like reduce it past 0, I don't think.
Yeah, it does. My defense is -1.
Oof.
Right.
At least according to
Also-
the sheet.
Where is it? Is this the one? Yes, this is the one. One moment. There we are. The thing is going to stop. The thing is going to spend a point of willpower to activate the Berserker style, making itself insane for the remainder of the scene as it goes against you, a wild slashing.
Have fun.
That would be 3 damage, Danny boy. This is
Okay.
lethal
So which shape of tick is that?
as an X across. Rather.
Cool.
The second one.
And that Danny boy is surprised, Agatha is surprised, Cassandra is surprised, Nate is surprised. Alphonse,
So,
there's one still on the ceiling about to drop, and there's one that is currently attacking Danny boy.
fuck it. Okay. About. Oh, I think. And with that, he's gonna try to shoot it with his Beretta.
Alright.
Let's see. Would there be any modifier for trying to shoot him with Beretta?
Aside from the basic damage. Not really.
Okay, let's give it a try. Fun.
What did you roll?
I rolled an attack roll.
You did not. You rolled a normal roll, I think. Oh no, you just didn't roll. You didn't roll a single dice above an 8.
There's
So
2
yeah, you
ones.
just missed.
Ooh.
Yeah,
And which one were you firing at?
this one.
That should have taken a further minus 2 then, I believe.
Oh. Should
Well,
I?
either way, you missed.
Yeah.
So you take up your gun and try to fire it the way you've been taught in the fucking Detroit gangster style, and you immediately realize that outside of training, and even during training, as a very poor method of shooting, as you nearly hit Danny Boy instead.
Ooh.
Whispers.
He whispers.
You whisper after making gunshot. Dr. Choice, you are surprised.
Ah! I whisper.
I see. Because of that, this one is going to come after you.
Well, it's a good thing I said I was holding them in the defensive positions.
Let's see.
Yep.
I'm very glad I explicitly stated that.
Hmm. Let's see. The thing will simply attack you here. For 1 damage. 1 point of lethal damage.
Wait, did that count any of my defenses? Or...
What's your defense?
Well, it's by default 1, and I have the 3/4 armor. But as I said, I had the weaponry dodge active, so that's a +5.
You did not.
Nice. That's what I meant by. Okay, fine.
Weaponry. Did you keep the weaponry dodge active
Hold-
this entire dungeon?
Yes, that's the whole idea of holding my weapons in defensive posture.
Fair enough,
Oh, cool.
I guess. Then, guess I'll roll again. What would your total defense against this be then?
Okay, so I add the first armor value.
You take your basic defense.
7.
7. Okay. Two damage.
Excellent.
Alright. That brings it back to the other one's turn.
What type?
The one attacking Danny Boy.
No, damage.
Oh, lethal. As their claws rend through your protections. Your flesh and protection like paper.
Wait, hold on. I think there's something I can pull up.
Right. This one is going to try on its turn to grapple Danny Boy. So let's see now. Alright. Minus your current defense was 3, you said?
My defense on my sheet says 0.
Yes, on your sheet says 0 because you're wearing the right gear.
Yes.
So what does it say? So the melee armor rating of the right gear is your defense then.
Okay, yeah, I have a 3/4 armor rating.
Mm-hmm. Alright. You are... It has begun grappling you.
Okay.
You are both grappling. Next
Cool.
turn, you must spend your action in an opposed strength plus brawl to get out. Which is now. The thing is trying to pull you down and has its jaws open wide where you see its tongue flickering as it tries to get closer to your neck.
Okay. So, brawl and strength. And it's an attack roll.
It is not an attack roll, it is a sheet roll.
A sheet roll, so it's a sheet roll, strength roll, and unarmed, yes?
It is strength, yep, it's strength plus brawl versus its strength plus brawl. Ooh. You got one more success than you.
Okay.
Alright. Wait, was it each subsequent turn? Whatever. The winner picks a move from the list below. Right. As the thing overpowers you and pins you onto the ground, preparing to bite into your neck. Taggart.
Right, I'll waltz over here and draw the ninja claws. And I'll use Whirlwind Strike. This boy.
Okay.
Because the amazing thing is it doesn't expend resources doing Whirlwind Strike. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So, first one. And second one.
I forgot to say you get a +2 for fighting for hitting against a prone target.
Okay, I'll add 2d10 twice, I guess. Nope. Second one has another bit of damage then.
Indeed. That's a total of 3. What is it?
Lethal.
A total of 3 lethal damage against it. You can see that you're dealing damage to it, but it is refusing to let go of Danny Boy.
Oof. That's good. Yeah, that's my turn, I guess.
It wants to kiss his neck.
One more.
Cassandra, you can't see shit, but you can hear some very terrifying noises in front of you. As you can hear the scrambling and the rushing of the creatures as they wheeze and growl unnaturally.
I guess she's gonna kind of stand in like a defense position with her fist up and prepare for if anything attacks her. And can I roll a cult to see if I know of any weaknesses of these things?
Sure thing.
Could you roll that for me, please? I'm almost home, I swear.
Mm-hmm.
Ash, do a drive and dexterity check to make sure you don't hit that car.
Bruh.
Let's see, intelligence plus a plus one. That would be this sheet.
Evan screaming, so I assume she succeeded.
My goodness, but rat.
Alright. And because you've been studied up on this particular case. Oh. Okay. Yeah. As far as natural weaknesses go, they're not quite vampires from legend. They're certainly vampiric, as far as you can understand, but a lot of the typical weaknesses described in vampire lore actually wouldn't affect them. In return, however, they are completely mindless creatures, as far as you know. They have not shown any hint of intelligence and seem to be more of a hive mind kind of thing. So, if you knew how they communicated, you could probably disrupt it. They probably use a signal of some kind. But as for any actual weaknesses, they have an allergic reaction to natural sunlight. It's not a deadly, lethal reaction or anything. But it is more like a exposure to direct sunlight causes an extreme rash to develop across their bodies, and can, if suddenly exposed, it can create a what's it called, a anaphylactic shock. I think that's the name.
Yeah.
Aside from that, their skin is rather thin. Their bodies themselves are rather strong, as they have a lot of muscle tension. But many of the natural resistances that humans have to fire, our fat reserves on our skin, the thickness of our skin, and so on and so forth, isn't really there for these creatures. So fire is a very effective means of dealing with them.
Okay. So I guess, can I share this information with the others that are fighting? Since,
Sure
you know,
thing.
to help them out.
Sure thing.
So I
What do you
guess
say?
she's gonna like shout to the others, like, so for my
No.
basic, Pasta already shot a gun, Coat Rack.
Yes, but they
There's
don't know
no
there are
point of
people here.
whispering.
I'm
Hey.
pretty sure since they're
They
called-
know.
Anyway, go on. Go on.
They
Go
know.
on.
Cassandra is going to alert the others of my basic knowledge of these creatures. They're very stupid and they have very weak skin. So if you have any source of fire, that would definitely be beneficial. And if we can disrupt the way that they speak to each other, we can maybe get them to leave us alone or go somewhere else. And she's, like I said, gonna stand like
Yep.
the most awkward defensive pose she can.
You
That'll
take
be
a
my
rolling
turn.
dodge, I assume.
Yes.
All right. Lance Corporal Higgers. How
Grins,
goes it?
grins and cigar. Right.
Oh no!
So who brought a flamethrower?
Oh,
We have
I,
something
I
better.
wish I did,
Right.
honestly.
We have incendiary grenades, boys.
Attacks of opportunity are not a thing, right?
No.
Right, so it's not like if I go through someone's quote-unquote threatened range, he'd attack.
No.
Right. In that case, Nate shall reposition himself, running past the creature quickly, and firing at this dude using rapid fire.
Directly towards
That angle?
Dr. Choice, huh?
Really, at that angle.
Wouldn't he have a lighter on him if he's smoking cigars?
Nate will just take a step back.
You couldn't have just gone to the side and, you know, like...
Because I want to hit his friend. I mean, it could work.
I'm standing right there!
Don't worry. I have some faith.
He's a professional.
Yes.
Jesus fucking Christ.
He's only killed 3 people.
Alright. This attack against it
Yes.
is at a -5 penalty due to its defense.
-5.
Indeed.
Does its bayonet range decrease? It ignores, like, defense.
Oh wait, you're using a ranged weapon, yeah?
Yes, I'm using a gun.
That will be 2. That will be a -2 then.
Alright.
As the thing seems to move strangely and unnaturally, giving you a hard time getting a proper read on it.
Alright. Should be fun.
Whew. God dang.
Yep.
I can tell why.
Yep. Yep. And using rapid fire, I shall reacquisition, like, switch my targets to this dude and fire. Also, the weapon is suppressed, so it doesn't make that much noise, but still makes a lot of noise because 7.62 and all that.
Alright. That'll be... Bruh. Okay. You unleash a hail of bullets towards it, rensing through its skin. With each bullet hit, you realize that although your bullets sink into its skin, only after you've gone through an entire 2 rounds of this, hitting every vital spot you can see, does it finally seem to show any sign of damage. And you're pretty sure that if you didn't hit this final shot, it would still be going. But you kill it.
Yee. Also, I sort of shout out in a somewhat restrained voice. One hit the other dude with a cigar.
Alphonse, your turn again. It's now more people surrounding the thing.
Well,
Oh, okay, so both of those attacks were on the same dude.
Yes. as far as I understood.
You,
I want to try something, but I know I really can't do it at this range. Let's try something like this instead. Second time's the charm, I suppose? Okay, would there be any particular modifier at that range?
Yeah, you're trying to fire into a group of 2 people. That would be a -4 penalty.
Well, here we go. Dice gods, please be on my side. Hopefully I'll distract it. Or I did something.
You fire into it. You fire into it. Unleashing bullets, but in your attempt to avoid your teammates as best you can, only one bullet sinks into its skin. The thing barely seems to notice as it continues to try and sink its fangs into Danny Boy.
Bro. He's actually gonna say that out loud, by the way.
Dr. Choice!
Alright, by the way, Higgers, I noticed your second attack got 6 10s in it. Anyway, alright.
bruh.
Okay, so I will start my. Oh well, never mind. I'm not in range of anything. So that thing is dead, right?
The
Dead.
thing's dead.
Now dead in the dead sense, not the undead, still alive.
It lies motionless on the floor. In a
Okay.
puddle of its own blood.
By the way, diagonal's just as melee as a horizontal, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just checking. That wasn't weird rules with that. Anyway, I will start by, well, I'll just start by doing the first swing of my weapon. So, attack roll. Any modifiers you want me to add?
For this one, it would be you're using melee weapons, yeah?
Correct.
That's a -5 penalty.
Shit.
Due to
By
its
the way, the
unnatural defense.
I kind of forgot. What's the specialization adjustment?
Specialization is +1 for each specialization.
That is relevant.
That is relevant.
Okay, so since I have blade, that would be 1 more, so -4. Okay, cool. Unless this counts for surgery, which I doubt. Alright.
If you were to hit this specific location, yes, it would count for surgery.
Wait, the attack roll can go
I
through.
forgot to add another suit. Oh well.
Wait, did it not roll?
I can't see it.
Okay, I don't know why that. Anyway, I'll try that again. Attack roll. -4. Submit. Alright, I'll refresh the page. You
Yeah.
can leave these lines, right? Why is it this way? Sort of.
Ah, right, I see what you've done.
Huh?
Okay.
Wait, do you see what I did wrong, or?
No.
Oh, okay. Alright, -4. Submit. Shit.
Oh, let me go ahead
Okay,
and say.
I'm gonna try this one more time, because I think I might have realized something I might have gotten wrong before you misstated this.
Mhm.
No. I just made sure I was clicked on my token. Anyway. Well, I've done this 4 times now, so it hasn't rolled any of them.
Oh.
You want me to just roll the right amount of d10s?
Just roll a skill. We'll just roll a sheet roll instead. Roll dexterity plus weaponry.
Oh, yeah, that would do the exact same
Plus
thing, wouldn't it?
plus the bonuses from your katana.
Oh,
As
how would that
opposed
affect
to
the
damage.
roll?
It's the
Plus-
damage.
That's damage.
Okay, so do this with
So
a
you
minus
add a 3.
1.
Yeah.
Got it.
You add a 3 for the. You add a 3 for that, and you add 1 for the blade. You deal 1 point of damage to it.
Okay, now,
Well,
sorry, now I gotta double check my special abilities here. Okay.
oh,
Oh,
Wait.
okay. Alright. I'm... Fuck it, I'm just moving on with the weaponry defense. Okay, I'm done.
I'm gonna test something for a moment. Okay, don't put an L in there. Don't put a letter where the damage thing is.
Oh! Because I had the 3L. Okay.
You add the L, yes. I fucked it up. Oh well. It's fine.
Well, good to know.
Okay.
Yay! We fixed it.
Okay. That thing is dead. And now to do the grappling rules actually right. Okay. Right. Let me check your merits for a moment. Danny boy.
Dynamo!
Right. Okay then. The thing, having successfully grappled you and pinned you to the ground.
Great.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see now. Where is it? Right. Okay. The thing opens its mouth wide, and you can hear a sickening as its jaw dislocates, and from within, all of you see a horrific sight as its mouth extends from the opening, revealing the presence of SCP-2191-2, the leech within.
Ew.
And it will attempt to bite you, Danny boy, using the damage move, meaning that we're now gonna do another contested strength plus brawl. So you roll strength plus brawl and I roll strength plus brawl, and we'll see who wins. Stop. Okay, there we go. That is a tie, and I believe okay. I believe that on a tie, is it the defender who succeeds? No, it's the attacker. I'm very sorry. As it will bite into you.
Okay.
It will deal damage, and could you please roll me a stamina plus resolve. A resolve plus stamina roll.
Roll and stamina. Any modifiers?
Wait,
Uh,
isn't this a bite to the neck?
Is indeed a bite to the neck.
Oh,
Would Dr. Bright's fancy collar help with this, or is that
Indeed it
just
would.
bypassed?
Oh no, it did help.
Alright.
How do you miss my neck?
He doesn't. That was just to see how much damage it deals.
Oh, okay.
And he dealt 0. So, thinking about it, you actually shouldn't have had to roll that. My mistake.
you persevered
tried.
against something that didn't happen.
I made a couple mistakes.
Mostly
Sorry,
that
I
it had no effect.
I forgot a couple things. Either way, we're keeping that roll for now. As the thing tries to bite into you, but biting only into the into the neck warmer that you were given.
Yay.
The rest of you, looking from outside, can see a airy bit of smoke start to seep from the neck warmer as the thing's acidious fangs bite into it. Okay. Unfortunately, he won the grappling contest this round. I made a mistake last round when it came to grappling. On the highest, both characters roll on the highest initiative, and the winner is the only one who gets to act. The loser does not get to act this round.
Cool.
Huh.
Agent Taggart.
Hi. I guess I'll do the same as last turn and whirlwind strike.
I will tell you now that the way to end a grapple is to contest the grapple, as in come in from the outside and try to engage grapple with the grappled.
Okay.
So if you want to end a grapple, you actually do have to start grappling the creature that's already grappling.
I just hit the creature in a grapple though and killing it by ending it that way, ending the grapple. I mean, what's
You
more
could.
effective at this point? Like,
You've noticed that the creature seems to shrug off lesser hits with ease. It's extremely... You're not entirely sure what it is, but every attack you make against it, it's definitely taking damage from it. It's just that it seems to completely ignore it.
The other one went down pretty easy.
The other one took a total of like 18 damage.
Yes, but he had an easy time doing that.
Do the rest of you have an easy time doing 18 damage?
No.
Precisely.
Give me like 5 shots.
Give me
alright.
20.
What stats do you need? Brawl and strength?
If you're trying to grapple him, roll a normal roll, not an attack roll. And roll a strength. Plus, you roll a strength plus grapple. No, sorry, you roll a strength plus roll minus his defense. In his current state, meaning you take a total of -3 to the attack.
I will give it a go, I guess. Tell you what, I'll use a willpower as well.
Mm-hmm.
Get 0. And I'll like try and DDT him onto the floor.
Aye.
Bruh.
Alright. And... man.
I mean, if it's already on the floor, I guess I just spear into it then to push him off, so...
Alright. I just needed to double check something, because I forgot.
Ooh.
Right, that's just short of an exceptional success.
Oh, hell yeah.
But unfortunately it's not. You do, however, manage to grab onto the thing and start grappling it. You're currently in a 3-way deadlock.
Woohoo.
The way this would basically work is... Oh boy.
Can we perform science on it now? It's restrained.
On its turn, next round, you would all roll a contested roll against each other, and whoever rolls highest wins the grapple.
That's so autistic.
You know what, though? That's amazing as well.
Just somehow Skog managed to grapple you as well. Unintentionally.
It's
Just
just
put
who
him
has
in a
control of
footlock.
the grapple. It is just who has control of the grapple, but because you're aiding each other in trying to overpower this thing, you will both receive a +2 for it, actually. There you go.
Bruh.
Cassandra, there's some very gay noises mixed in with the monster sounds at the moment.
Oh god. She's like quite concerned about what's going on. I guess she's gonna follow the noises to try to get closer to help everyone.
You can hear roughly somewhere in this direction.
You can hear rough gay noises emanating from over
Oh god, they're even fighting.
The gay is coming from the northeast.
You can hear powerful homosexuality to the
Big
south-
gay, 12 o'clock.
Oh no.
to the southeast.
Yes.
Alright.
I guess I've been.
Factory at 4 o'clock.
Sorry. I didn't mean to skip your turn there.
Oh no, yeah, she's just gonna try to walk closer towards everyone to try to assist.
Okay.
That's about it.
You step a bit closer, kind of feeling around. And you put your hand on a slightly hairy scalp that you recognize to be Danny Boy. And then your hand brushes past something very, very wet and slimy.
God, Jesus. Well, bro, it's not gay anymore now.
I don't want to know. I don't want to think about what this is I could be touching right now. I'm just trying to help.
Dr.
You-
Choice
you-
whispers, don't worry, if you make any mistakes, I'll fix it.
Just
Oh, no.
immediately as your hand brushes past it, it begins to move away, and you figure that it was probably its tongue. You hope to God it was its tongue.
Buggies don't throb like that.
You can,
Oh,
yeah, if you would like to join the grapple, you can.
Join.
No.
Oh no!
Come on, make this straight, please.
This is
There, I'm joining the grapple.
the alphabet boys are typing.
What do I have to roll? I'm at home now.
You're in front of your computer?
Yeah.
Alright.
I'll
if
try
you
to,
would
like,
to try and insist the
I'll
grapple,
try to push one that I put my hand on away from me.
then you can roll a strength plus brawl minus 3.
Why do I feel like this is gonna backfire?
Why do I have an awkward boner?
Oh, no.
Dr. Choice
So then do I
whispers.
put -3 on the modifier?
You
Sure.
basically just roll a sheet roll using strength and brawl,
Okay.
and then do a minus 3 penalty.
That.
Oh, okay, you successfully join in on the grapple.
Okay.
Lance Corporal Nate Higgers, there's a very homosexual acts being performed in front of you.
In the heat of the moment, the Lance Corporal shall Cassandra, step back and keep watch. I'm gonna deal with this faggotry. As he walks up, puts the barrel of the gun, or rather the muzzle, or whatever, against the creature and fires.
Place
Just
the
the tip.
dildo against the.
Alright.
Oh no!
Don't make that slip, though.
Let's see.
And then he unloads from
Okay.
Oh,
Make the
wow.
slip. Alright,
I'm keeping a small amount of distance.
I want to ask you something.
Hmm?
Does the bayonet range ability mention anything about probe?
Bayonet range. I'll have a look.
You probably get bonuses if the target's.
Read by this.
We'll see.
Boom.
Your character can maintain accuracy and control even when facing an opponent at arm's length. The target's defense does not apply to firearms attacks
Alright.
your character makes within close combat.
Right, and do you have any ability to negate the penalties from firing into a group of friends?
Yeah, that's the whole part of me saying I'm putting the barrel against it so as to not hit any. That should mitigate some of it, hopefully.
It's a bit difficult. I'm going to
XCOM
say that it
logic.
mitigates some of it. Making it so, I'm going to say that it mitigates it in the way that you take a -1 for everyone involved, everyone surrounding it, rather than a -2.
99% chance to hit.
Alright, so it's a okay, so the total penalties of this are -2 for firing at a prone target. Funnily enough. -3 for your friends, and -2 for its natural anatomy.
This is dumb. How does it being prone help it? I'm standing right in front of this thing.
Melee range.
Just because I was just counting the penalties
Ah.
in my head. It
You
doesn't
need to
at all
make
make
this.
sense.
You need to make
So
this.
I'm gonna say that it doesn't get any because you're so fucking close to it. I'm gonna say that it being prone doesn't grant it you any penalties, but you also don't get any bonuses for firing at it.
I looked it up, and it says prone is a -2 for hit and range combat, but in close combat distance, it's a +2 to hit.
By close I thought it was melee. Okay, fair enough. I thought it's at melee and range, not
Close
from
combat
range and
distance.
close combat. Fair enough. Then in that case, yes, you gain a +2. So that is a total of penalty of -3.
So
-3
so
for
the
everyone
sexuality-
here,
Yes.
and then +2, so would be a -1, correct?
Mhm.
Alright, so
As while you are in close combat, I
don't
will
know,
still
+1's
say
a
that
bit more of a
trying to
modifier.
control your fire, so that it absolutely doesn't hit anyone, is still somewhat difficult.
alright.
Whoa!
Bruh.
It was a very poor unload.
Holy shit, you rolled a single 10.
And I shall engage. I will engage rapid fire to fire once more. Like bruh, I feel robbed.
How do you
that's
roll
better.
that many times and what?
I don't know.
This is
I'm gonna tickle this nigga to death. Right. Out of frustration, I shall spit out my cigar at the creature.
You,
It's still burning, by the way.
you see kind of the well, first of all, the homosexual act in front of you is incredibly distracting. And in the kind of like the two Danny boy and the creature grappling on the ground, and Taggart trying to break it up and push the creature away. you're kind of having a very hard time putting your gun where you want it to, being exactly at its temple. As such, you take a... and only manage to hit a few, and decide to, fuck this, I'll try to hit it multiple times, and miss most of your shots, but you manage to hit it quite a decent chunk of damage.
This is like the gayest fight we've ever had on the show.
The
Seems
gay
like-
fight with an underage girl.
Wasn't very
How
bad.
could you guys?
You know,
Alphonse,
Unloading great weapons.
Alphonse, you think your Uncle Bright has told you about these kinds of acts before?
He's told you about the
Doesn't seem
big
very
gay.
worn out.
Follow your
Oh,
heart.
fuck.
Now a kid's gonna join in the big gay.
How about no?
Yes. Wait, haven't you got the ball and chain?
Well, I have the pocket watch and say,
Yeah. Join in with some BDSM tools.
mainly for
Would you like
defense
to use
purposes.
would you like to use an improvised chain weapon?
I want to do it, but I don't feel like now is the time.
Okay.
Just save that for
That
another
was
time.
it.
Place for everything, but not now. The professor's words echoing.
Yeah.
You can hear your Uncle Bright speaking over your shoulder. There's a time and place for everything. But but you should always steal Coat Rex jokes.
Yeah.
Ah, this is so sad.
Pokemon reference.
All right. What do you want to do?
Can I dedicate willpower to my attack? roll?
Indeed. Can
Okay.
give you +3. Okay. Well, first of all, let me list the penalties for you. Okay.
Okay.
You ready for this?
Oh,
All right, so that is a for all the people who are currently engaged in melee combat units, you take a -8.
ooh,
No, actually, that would be a when close combat range with it. That'll be. She's not technically in close combat range. She's just engaged in a grapple.
Yeah,
Why
you
that
know
way?
what? You know what? Abort mission. Alphonse is just gonna kind of fumble around, decide he's gonna put down the gun, and instead take out the CD.
Doctor Choice
And he's
whispers,
gonna throw
"Attack
it at
the
it."
upper one."
what?
Ah, you're doing are you doing a
Improvised
improvised
throwing
throwing
weapon.
weapon?
Oh,
Yes.
that's so bootleg.
But that's
Okay.
still gonna.
Right. I want you to know that this is still a ranged attack. So you still take a -8 to this.
So be it.
So does that use the
Uh,
weaponry skill?
That would use the
Would be weaponry if
athletics.
you're throwing it.
It's,
If I manage this, it's a fucking miracle. That's all I'm
The
saying.
problem is only does bashing, I think.
mhm. Alright, take a -1 penalty for it being an improvised throwing weapon. We'll roll weaponry for it. I think. It's a -8 on top of the -1. For so you don't hit your allies.
I'll
Okay.
probably be back by the time you're done calculating this. I'll be right back.
Holy shit. And a further -2 for its national anatomy. Oh. And a -2 because it's pro. Jesus fucking Christ!
Hell yeah. Roll that
Only
chance
die.
dice. Yes.
What?
You gotta roll
Only
a chance, I think.
dice.
Yeah.
Even if you use willpower on this, you will not have enough dice to actually roll.
Yeah, don't use your willpower then.
Understandable.
Roll me a chance die, let's see what you get.
May the dice gods be forever in my favor. Okay, I'm just gonna set it up. Ish. Works.
The exam room, you realize grappling's not for you.
Should I add in the minus modifiers or just leave it?
No, for a chance roll, you don't add in anything. You just click chance, see what you get.
Bro.
Such as face.
You throw it, and fuck all happens.
It just rolls to the ground. Can I fumble to try to get it back?
No.
Oh.
You just kind of you think back to fucking Jackie Chan films or whatever, and you yeet the disc towards it, and you get a good spin on it. To be fair, but it flies past the group and lands about here.
Where was it?
There.
Oh no. Well, I know what I'm doing, Nestor.
Doctor choice.
Good timing. Okay. Now, that thing from its mouth, was the other one shot through the head?
The other one was basically littered with bullets. It was shot everywhere, really.
In other words, is there any rational way that number 2 thing could be alive in it?
Roll me a intelligence plus medicine roll.
Aha!
You have a little knowledge, yeah?
Yes, I do.
And you don't take a penalty for it.
Sweet. Okay, sheet roll. Medicine intelligence. Okay. Any modifier?
No. Actually, what's your occult? What's your occult stat?
My occult stat is 1.
Then you'll get a +1 modifier.
Okay.
You highly doubt it.
Okay, well. Oh, Jesus Christ. What kind of penalty am I gonna get for trying to hit this thing with my katana?
Almost nothing.
Wait, really?
Yep.
Oh. Time to swing a katana at it, I guess.
Let's see. It's currently prone. It's got -3. And using +2. It's like a -3.
Okay. Is that with the bonus for it being prone?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Okay, -3, correct? Just making sure.
-3.
Cool.
Oh, don't forget to add the -3 penalty.
Yep.
Or don't forget to add your specialization or whatever.
Yep, I put it to -2.
You slash into it with your katanas.
Okay, I would like to apply the, what's it called exactly? Shit, which bonus is this? Focused attack, it's the 4th dot of my fighting style, 2 weapons, which basically allows me to spend a point of willpower to do an extra point of lethal damage, or 2 in case the weapon's damage rating is 2 or higher, which it is, so 2 extra lethal damage, using that willpower point.
Right, you spend a willpower point.
Indeed.
Remember to say you're doing that before you make the attack next time.
It says when I make a successful attack, I can spend the willpower.
Oh, right. Okay, fair enough. Then
Okay, so
seeing that you're using 2-weapon fighting, I'm gonna say you take one of your katanas, kind of turn it around in your hand and stab into it. Then you use the hilt of your other katana to smash into the sword like a hammer, driving it further into the creature.
hell yeah.
And then swiftly crave it out, causing the creature to squeal.
Squeal.
All right. Are you all ready for some grappling checks?
Oh,
Wait,
hell
hold on,
yeah.
hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on, I still have my second attack,
All right.
which I am going to use because it seems. Anyway, I'm going to use it.
Alright.
Okay. Same -2 overall, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. 3
Okay.
damage.
I forgot that two-weapon fighting, once you get to a certain dot, actually does give you 2 attacks.
I don't even. It's more like it prevents the penalties for it, or
Oh right,
Like that.
true, because the two-weapon fight.
even a
Sorry.
complete retard could attack with both weapons. They just do a shit job at it.
All right. Oh wow. Hey. You strike at it. I'm gonna keep the same description, but this
Okay.
time I'm gonna follow it up with as it squeals and you take it out. You kind of flex your arm a bit as you drive the blade, as you kind of push the blade through its body, carving through its back, all the way through its back and chest and out its shoulder as you drive the blade through. And the thing falls limp over Danny Boy.
Now this is how you end a non-human's life. It doesn't really count as a life.
Bruh. You missed.
Seeing as
Bruh,
combat
joke.
is over, I shall pick up my cigarette that is probably still on, and then just push it against the creature's head.
So to be clear, that number 2
Back of
thing
its head.
died with it.
You now have more time to study it if you would like.
It appears dead, right?
Make me another medicine check. Would you like to try and quickly ascertain its current condition?
Yes. Okay, so
All right, then you get a +1 for the surgery.
okay, intelligence, medicine, +1. Anything else?
+1 for occult.
Can Alphonse
4.
assist?
You can assist him if you would like. Roll. Which one would you like? The medicine? Would you like to assist him with medicine or occult? Alphonse.
Can I do both? Actually, probably
Choose
occult.
one.
Actually,
Choose one.
occult. Occult.
Then roll.
Yes, sir.
Roll on intelligence plus occult roll.
Okay, gotcha.
No modifiers.
I tried. Oh wait, that's a chance die.
Yeah, you have to change it to normal.
Say Malcolm.
Nah. That will technically give Dr. Choice another dice, which he can roll if he wishes.
5
That's another
success.
success. That is an exceptional success. That's an exceptional success, which means you are 100% certain that this thing is dead. Both the SCP-2191-1 and SCP-2191-2 seem to have seems to be deceased. It would appear that your blade, striking through its core and carving out, does considerable damage to the leech inside as well.
Well, I'm going to whisper that using my incredibly big brain and great knowledge of medicine, I've determined that my surgical strikes have utterly ended the life of both parts of this being.
Dude, you just stabbed it to death.
Whisper, I whisper.
I was just gonna say it.
Also, before we move back to the map, to the actual map. First of all, could all of you position yourself however you wish?
I shall continue to lead the charge, I whisper.
Can we heal Danny Boy, by the way?
Danny Boy, I hope.
Wait, did he get hurt?
I think he
Did
did.
he get hurt?
I kind of leave my token.
I got hurt.
Fuck.
I took
You
3
deleted your
epic
token.
damage.
Why the hell did you delete your token?
I accidentally did it as I was cleaning up the remains of the best works of Richard Wagner on the floor.
I see. Very well.
You cleaned
Anyway,
yourself out?
Oh god, no.
There you go.
Thank you.
Right. Set yourself up in whatever position you want.
Back seat.
That
Okay.
means put yourself in formation. That's up to you to decide, my friends.
The east is the front in this little diagram.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I'm where I want to be. In the front. Oh, okay. I guess we're scooting over there.
Um,
All right.
No,
Bruh.
that way is the way you're looking.
Right.
Put your formation over here.
Well, I was doing that, but then people.
Yeah, I don't know why.
I'm leading the charge. Get back, you fools.
Thank you.
really, dude.
Bruh.
Oh yeah, I should. Okay, hold on. He never actually got bit, right?
You
boy.
never actually got bit. However, you can see a a tiny like pinpricks of acid burn on the neck warmer, courtesy of Dr. Brett.
Guys, I'm pretty sure we're supposed to be facing this direction.
My God. Okay. Are you comfortable with that formation?
Okay.
Are you really, guys?
Stu, wouldn't it be better for you to be up front as well, seeing as you
Well, no, the whole
potentially-
point. I didn't want to say anything because everyone was just being awkward. Right. This is how it was. Choice in front, because it was like a conga line. You second, me third, and then everyone else however they want to be at the back. That was how it was.
Okay.
I kind of thought we had to be single file.
Yeah, that was my impression as well, because it was so narrow.
Cause, like,
Well,
everybody
it was
scoots from each
narrow until you reached this area here
Oh.
where it opened up.
Well, in that case, having a Hager's next to me probably would work.
It should also be noticed that the narrow thing was more a sense of claustrophobia than it actually being incredibly narrow.
Oh. At least it's not like squeezing past each other. Okay.
Yeah, because if I'm not mistaken, Gren, the map as we see it with the party token to slightly different scale than normal, because it's
Yeah.
just to as an abstract representation.
Yes. Anyway, with that said,
Can you do medicine rules in this system?
I'm trying to figure out. I'm looking into it right now because I'm not really clear as to how I can actually help.
you can do first aid.
Yeah, I'm looking into like the first aid kit. And, like talks about downgrading, but not actually healing.
Oh yeah, healing takes a very, very long time. You can downgrade one form of damage to a lower form of damage, which bashing damage becomes nothing.
Oh,
So that is kind of like healing, but not natural healing.
Right.
Yeah.
Like 40k. Yes.
A little bit, yeah.
okay. So, does anyone have lethal damage other than me?
Danny boy.
No, I don't
Moment.
think that was lethal.
Well, I guess you can heal yourself.
Yeah.
Anyway,
As far as I can tell, I can. Oh, I see. So, what? Okay, what could I actually change? Can I turn like one of my lethal into bashing, or one of my bashing into nothing, or?
healing.
Because I have 2 lethal and 1 bashing damage.
Mm-hmm. Hold on. Okay. Roll me. Who do you want to perform first aid on?
Is there any penalty for healing myself? Because I didn't see any, but
Not really.
okay. Okay. What exact damage do you have, Skog?
3x damage.
Oh, you have 3 lethal damage. Okay, well I'll perform it on him then.
Okay.
All right. Sorry. What am I rolling again?
Roll me a dexterity plus medicine check.
Dexterity, medicine. Normal roll. Any modifier?
Do you have a? You do have a medkit, correct?
I think you said everyone has a first aid kit.
A first aid kit. I will give you a +2.
Okay. Does surgery or blade apply to this?
Surgery does apply,
Oh, cool.
as this is treating lethal wounds.
Oh, wait, you said +2, didn't you? Here, I'll roll 2 more d10s.
Bruh.
Roll another
I'll roll
2.
Damn,
Yeah.
son.
Roll again.
Okay, anyway, but 5 successes, I guess.
5 successes. Okay,
That's
Scott.
exceptional.
Is he down
First,
to 1 bashing?
okay,
Something.
Scott. The way we'll do this is basically the first round of successes downgrades any lethal damage you have to bashing, and then if you have no more lethal damage remaining, it'll reduce the bashing damage to nothing.
So he is down to 1 bashing from 3 lethal. Hell yeah.
3 lethal. So
Also, apparently you heal a point of bashing every 15 minutes, which is pretty good.
basically, you just see all of you see Dr. Choice come up and just give me your medkit. As he skillfully draws forward a needle, just kind of drags down. Scott forcefully drags down Danny Boy's clothes in the areas where he's hurt, and just starts skillfully sewing it together. And while telling Danny Boy to take some morphine pills and get over it.
Can I also do this to myself?
Indeed, I will, however, say that for each use of first aid, it takes about a minute.
Okay, so that's 2 minutes. Yeah. Anyone going to object to this slight delay?
No.
Okay. Cool. Okay,
Okay.
just the same roll, right?
Mhm.
What was our plus? Oh, yeah, I can check. It was +1. Oh, +3 was what it was supposed to be, right? Yeah, okay.
Bruh.
Yay.
Oof.
Bruh. How
You can heal that though.
Oof. That's a lot of dice and very little success.
You realize, Dr. Choice, that the pain of healing yourself never changes, and you do a bit of a worse job with your own wounds.
Oh, never
But Danny Boy, your bleeding has completely stopped. Your bleeding has completely stopped, and any bruising any bruising pain you have is being taken care of by the morphine pills. Alright, Nate, while you're keeping watch, could you roll me a wits plus investigation?
Alright. Do I get a bonus from the thermal scope?
Indeed.
Alright. +2 again?
Mm-hmm. As Danny Boy winces from the pain behind you, you look out in front, and scattering things going up and down, movement, noises. They know. They may not know exactly where, as the sound echoes throughout.
Da da da. Dun dun dun.
But they know.
Da da da. Alright, I whisper, let's go, lads, let's go. Square goal, like. we
As
have
you
a
leave
choice.
the area behind you, you can see the dead bodies of the creatures begin to dissolve in on themselves from the acid in their stomachs.
Ooh.
Apparently it takes a few minutes for despawns to happen on this server.
Bro.
The smell is nauseating. Do me a stamina plus resolve roll.
Ugh, like a bad night out in Glasgow, I whisper.
Does tolerance for biology have any relevance?
Indeed.
Would emotional detachment help?
No.
Oh.
Okay. Sorry, it was stamina plus what again?
Stamina plus resolve plus whatever bonus tolerance biology tells you yet.
Oh, gotta check
Oh
what
wait,
it was.
would natural immunity help? Or is
Yes.
that just for poison?
No, that's would help.
Alright, so that's a +2 bonus, I believe.
Oof.
Ooh.
I don't think stuff help.
+2. Okay. That's...
Am I being
+2.
blind?
Any,
Help,
any other
'cause I
relevant
can't,
modifiers?
like, see any of it.
It's the stench of it, I
Am I
believe.
being blind? Oh, it's the stench. Okay, I thought it was
It's the
the sight.
stench.
So I was like, if I can't
No.
see it, does that help?
With
No,
your
you just
enhanced
smell a horrific scent. If anything, the fact
Yeah.
that you can't see it should actually give you a penalty.
Yeah, that was the joke I was making.
But all right, so Taggart, the fact that you have been slightly intoxicated this entire time does not do well for your stomach. You feel sick, and you will take a -1 penalty to all actions.
Oof.
Oof.
I have contracted the gay.
You feel sick to your stomach from the nauseating stench.
So yeah, we've got 2 doors to take.
Is there any way I can help him with that?
Not currently.
I am a
You
master
don't-
of
you
medicine,
don't-
but I cannot help you.
Oof.
You don't have any proper smelling salts to black out the scent or any detoxing.
Curse you,
Equipment.
adequate first aid kits?
I guess I can just wear a gas mask.
I guess you could make
It's a bit-
I guess you could make a medicine check.
I mean, it does seem a
Dexterity.
bit wasteful, but
But in order to cure this one, I will require you to hit an exceptional success.
What's that mean?
5 successes.
Ah, so what am I rolling exactly?
Dexterity plus medicine.
the 2 best stats.
Okay, and surgery blade emotions are all irrelevant, correct?
Correct.
Okay, figured. Oh, forgot to first press roll before I switched over to the modifiers. Okay, so literally no modifier.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're almost.
Just-
It
You
would have
are
been funny what he
you-
came up with. Too.
Someone help me!
You
I
kind of
got
think. You kind of
this.
think for a moment. You kind of look into the first aid kit after seeing him sick, and kind of think, must be a mix of the alcohol and the stench. Let's see what we can do. And you try to make kind of like some stronger smelling salts, kind of, to try and just knock him out of his current nausea. But it doesn't do much for the stench, because you can, even after he kind of says, "Here, smell this," you can still feel the scent kind of lingering in your nose.
Hey,
What
does this
the
smell
fuck?
like chloroform?
I whispered, "What the
More.
fuck is this?"
Sorry, I only know how to help women with stomach issues.
Ah, alright.
Stomach issues.
It's his favorite terrain.
Right, where do we go? Like,
Right, so Graham, is this something
You
special?
do notice
ahead, or-
something strange down. You notice something rather strange down the way. You see a door.
Hmm.
what was that noise?
What in oblivion is this?
I don't
Would you like
trust
to
that
go-
thing.
Would you like to go and inspect it?
This might be a stretch, but since those were it was a supernatural smell, does a little knowledge help?
No.
Okay.
Wasn't a
Quick
supernatural
question.
smell either.
Quick question. Could I, like, roll, say, occult to try to find out if the door has any particular significance
Yes.
to this SCP?
Yes, indeed.
Okay. Pure occult roll, or should I roll
This would
something?
be an intelligence plus a cultural.
Can I also roll to assist him?
Mm-hmm. We roll to
Okay.
assist each other.
Okay, let's go for this.
So one of you choose to assist, the other one rolls. Who of you have the higher occult?
I think I do.
Higher occult. I got
I
2.
have a 4.
Mhm.
Okay, you got the high one.
Basically, what happens here is Pastor describes what he's seeing, and you figure it out. There you go.
Okay.
As you approach the door as well, you notice that while it seemed relatively large from a distance, as you move closer and closer, it is ginormous.
Oh no.
The
That is
reason
literally
I said one of you were assisting is because the one who is assisting, if they get a success, will assist the other one. Will give the other one another dice.
Yeah.
But whatever, didn't roll a success then. The one assisting didn't roll any successes anyway. Alright, Cassandra.
Yes.
As you move closer to the door. Hold on.
Oh no.
You see, the door is a massive kind. It is a wooden door, to be sure. But this wooden door is covered in. As you get closer, what you realize to be iconography. You can't quite see it from this distance as clearly, but you think if you moved closer, you would actually be able to see precise. You would think you'd be able to tell in more detail what exactly the iconography of the door is describing.
I think I might be able to tell what this door says. If we could get a little bit closer, I might be able to. This just sounds. It seems like familiar. I believe I might have some knowledge on it.
What, can you smell it better up close?
Just because I'm blind doesn't mean I can't read engravings.
So not a bit closer, you mean you want to get up to it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any
From
braille
what
on this
Alphonse is
door?
describing, from what Alphonse
Well, I
is
mean, if there's
describing,
like engravings and stuff, then you know.
Yeah.
This is in character question. Whispers.
Okay then.
But yeah, from what you think that if you both of you could get closer, if you could come up and kind of tell, maybe feel around the door, and Alphonse continuing to describe what he sees once he sees it in more detail,
Mm-hmm.
you'd probably be able to tell what it is, but you would have to move closer to do that.
Where's the door? This way?
Let's do it.
Down. South, I mean. Oops.
Oh.
Hold
Ah!
on.
Where's for me?
Someone move it wherever it is.
You
Okay,
just
now
move.
you can move closer.
Alphonse, if you could you keep describing the door to me? What you're seeing? I believe I might know what it is.
I'm gonna try. Should I roll again?
No, not roll again. You just need to move closer.
Okay.
Alright.
Are you ready, bros?
At that distance, you're finally able to see the door in its full glory. A door stretching into the heavens. You realize that upon this wooden door, an entire, what would otherwise be considered a strange mural, is carved into the wood. And upon the mural, you see, as Alphonse continues to describe it, you realize that it details a story, Cassandra. an old story you heard, you happened to read about while studying through the SCP files. Story
Okay.
is called, and I'll be right back.
Oof.
Oh. So guys, this story is about a story called "And I'll Be Right Back."
Or what?
I
I
was
have
The worst part of it is there is no sequel. It was a lie.
What's the story about?
Oh, I just was making a joke because he said the story is called "And I'll Be Right Back." I said the story is called
Oh,
"I'll Be Right
right.
Back."
Oh, the GM's gone. Oof. Well, that's gay.
I'll be right back too.
Much like that fight we just had. Oof.
That's the sequel, by the way.
Oof.
God damn it, boy, they have to include the two.
Yeah, that fight was pretty homo.
Dude, that was something.
It just got worse when Han was like, I insert the dildo up against the back of his neck, and I'm like, oof.
I'll be right back 3.
Oof. Well, I hope lovely people that watch this in the future are you having a good time. My throat's killing me, so I can't do my usual banter and all that, but yeah, should be good.
No worries.
Ugh. And for those of you not aware, Tales from My Wife's Son has been put on indefinite hiatus, so that is a big sad for some.
Big F in the chat for them.
We had one of them earlier on. Ugh. But I believe Nuka is arranging other games to be played in the future, so look forward to new content, I suppose. So, what's been happening in the news? Does anyone know?
Brexit's in like 15 days or something
hell
like that,
yeah.
apparently.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly.
Well, Bron.
Omegon has like a countdown on his Twitter.
Yeah,
He's been
well,
counting it down
Boris,
every
I
day.
saw a news thing. Apparently, he passed some motion today, which is the first motion he's passed since the 8 times he tried to pass motions. So that's interesting. Brexit deal won't happen tonight, government sources confirm. So, I'm guessing this was the last chance for the EU to try and come up with a deal. Which is hilarious, considering their platform was, we do not negotiate with Boris Johnson. It's like, good.
Alright,
Very diplomatic, very, very good, you know.
You missed my great joke.
Right back.
It's okay.
It's okay.
I had to go to the bathroom.
I had to go to the little
Oh.
boys' room. Oof.
I'm back.
And I thought bringing some suspense was the best thing I could do in the situation.
I just made the terrible joke of, and the story was called "I'll Be Right Back."
Yeah. Nice.
And Stu
Next
didn't
time
catch
on
the
SCP.
joke.
Anyway, where was I? All right. The story is called
Solo,
The
a Star
Brat
Wars
is
story.
called-
Sorry,
is
sorry.
called the Blood Empress.
Ooh. Out of character, what is the clearance level of this SCP?
The clearance level of SCP-2191 is at its, in general, level 4.
Can me and Han, with me at a penalty, try and decipher some in details about this SCP?
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's a cult
Only
and
a
something
occult.
else.
Oh, I guess Cassandra will let you know. Like, oh yes, I've heard this story before from my knowledge. It's about a blood empress. I've read the story before. It was quite interesting. I'm trying to remember the details.
I'll tell you the story now.
Oh no, which one is this? Please tell me it's still
One-
701.
Once
Dun,
upon a
dun.
time, there was a beautiful princess, the
Oh.
daughter of the Blood Empress. This princess was infatuated with a man known as Karcist, the sorcerer king of Aditum, who sought to conquer her as he did the domain of her mother. The great Karcist claimed the daughter, as was his right, and she became his favored concubine. In time, she, as all others, came to worship the great Karcist, just as we who hold to the old ways do. She begged to bear his children, and the great Karcist blessed her with his sacred seed.
Oh wow.
The daughter swelled with joy and life, and as she grew, bearing his children, she planted herself like a great tree within the dales of the dark. And from those who come to worship her, the pale ones come to be, and they bring her what she will require to once and for all rupture her earthen womb and bring forth the child of Karcist, the last in line of the Blood Empire.
At last.
Wait a minute.
The biggest abortion you ever.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I haven't had the chance to do this since those damn Republicans arrested me.
The
My
SCP
ancestors are
family,
smiling upon me, ethics board.
What you know is that this story was one that was obtained from an old woman who is sadly no longer alive. In an old woman called Draga Negrescu from a small village in the Hoya forest surrounding this very church and temple you're in right now. Or not surrounding, in this very forest that you're in right now. She was the one who told this story when they interviewed her about the underground temple, as it is very well known among the locals here that it actually exists. And they have made offerings to SCP-2191 for as long as any of them can remember. Which is something the SCP Foundation sought to put an end to today. Or seeks to, I suppose.
I'll whisper to the squad. Well, lads, got another choice. Do we mark this area and get the fuck out of here, or do you wanna see how our destiny awaits us?
I've never performed an abortion with a nuke before.
Problem is, if you wanna go, where?
God damn it! It's the meat cultists again.
You wanna take our chances with this thing? See if we can end it once and for all, or?
Fortunately, I don't think we have much of another option.
I agree. I think because we're already involved, we're gonna have to finish this sadly.
Right, look,
Don't think the organization will be able to.
Alright, look, Cassandra, if all else fails, you take your stitches out and you look at that thing.
Understandable.
Last resort, though, if we're all gonna die.
Now,
Look,
if that
yeah.
is the resort, I just have to warn y'all. Once my stitches come out of my eyes, none of you can look at me. I can't be held responsible for the things that your mind will see if you look at me. I don't know if Dr. Miller explained my condition, but I will show you everything that will happen in your entire life till you go mad and end up killing yourself or your brain pretty much melts.
But do you think that will
So-
work on SCP?
Oh,
I don't see why
I've
not,
heard
Sonny.
about the idea of SCP Battle Royale, but Jesus Christ, I don't think it will work.
So, does that mean
Often.
I would see myself go mad and committing suicide, and then go mad and commit suicide?
Possibly. I cannot tell you what you will see.
Probably if you're mortal.
But you
But
just told me
still.
what would happen in my future if...
I cannot predict what I will show you. I can only tell you the events that are possible of happening. Like, she's not gonna know what's gonna happen,
Could all
correct?
of
Like,
you
she could
make me
just show
a
you.
In
wits
character.
plus investigation? Could all of you make me a wits plus investigation roll?
Mods?
None.
2. With 2.
Well, makes sense, I suppose. Alright. Most of you, especially you, Cassandra, as you're talking, suddenly you hear something from behind you. As something walks out from the cabin you passed by.
What was that?
You look behind you to see two groups of 4 of these creatures.
Battle Royale time.
No, wait, that was one.
God, I love carrying my swords in defensive posture all the time, I whisper.
How
As you
far away
see-
are they from us, roughly, Grin?
They are fairly far away. They are within the range of your flashlights, but you have fairly powerful flashlights, being military design. So maybe 100 meters out or so.
Well, lads, whispering. Shall we go through the door before they get here?
I'll keep an eye on them.
I imagine they'll hear the door, I whisper.
Well, don't want to stay here with 8 of them.
For once, your guns may prove useful, I whisper.
I mean, I believe if we're quiet enough, we get through the door. I don't think they should be able to open them once we get through and be able to barricade it or close it.
Right. I'm gonna ask you as a group something. Even or uneven?
What do y'all
Even.
I vote even.
He already said it. It's decided.
It's not
Even.
decided with one. I said as a group. Even or uneven?
Yeah.
Even.
So it's two
Okay,
for
our
3 for
commander is
even.
even.
Fuck!
As they perk their ears up, as the things perk their ears up and starts heading down.
Alright, open
Opening
this door.
fire.
Open this door!
Stealth, stealth, stealth!
You open the door.
Yeah, fuck
We're
it.
all gonna try to push
Can we
the
do it?
door open.
You open the door stealthily.
start pushing against the door, and while it's certainly not as heavy as it would probably be if it was made of stone, is not a light door. Could one of you make me a strength check and the rest of you assist? Actually, not just all of you make me a strength. Just make me a strength plus stamina.
For everyone?
Teamwork.
Strength
mods?
plus stamina. Let me think.
Panic oh shit mode.
-1
To each
due
of
to
us.
trying to rush it.
Okay.
I'll use a willpower.
All right.
I make a slight show of putting effort into it as if I was helping. A very
Well,
unconvincing one.
Okay.
We all
Okay,
rolled
that's-
twos.
Oh man. It's that's quite good right there. All right.
Higgers is rolling. Higgers is rolling. Oh, I thought he was rolling.
Okay,
All
yeah.
right.
Wait, who hasn't rolled?
As you manage to eke one half the door open.
Wait, someone hasn't rolled though, right?
Ooh,
Everyone.
shit.
As
Oh,
you
no.
see a horrific sight before you.
I'm gonna try to make the gang sign for go back, go back.
Well, I was just gonna.
Glorious and majestic, her majesty stands before you, her incandescent stare befalling your small, insignificant life. Beauty beyond measure, a bride worthy of the king.
Fucking ugly bitch.
The
door,
moment
the door,
you
I was-
open the door, at the moment you open the door, you see a massive, grotesque figure before you. A single eye supported by numerous tentacles, pulsing with whatever fluid runs through these veins. Surrounding her on all sides, you see the creatures you see these creatures once more.
I am going to. I don't know if they've noticed us, but I'm going to grab and show the others an incendiary grenade.
Everyone throw your firebombs immediately.
The
Gentlemen,
Antifa
I've done this before.
the moment the door opens fully, the creature's eye looks down upon you, and seemingly simultaneously, every creature in this room turns its head. And just because I don't think you can see the scale of how fucked you are correctly, let me show you.
Throw
Oh,
all
hell
the
yeah.
incendiary grenades now!
Wait, no, hold on. Do they see us? Oh, you said the eye does. Yeah, never mind. So,
I see you.
what is like the radius of the explosion of an incendiary grenade?
Well, I'll have to check, won't I?
Wait, throw the frags and incendiary grenades.
Start with the incendiaries.
There is no kill like overkill.
We can start with the incendiaries.
Just do them all.
What I'm thinking is we fill this place
Frags behind.
with grenades
incendiaries
and
forward.
fucking run
Well,
Yeah,
I
I'm
s-
thinking like
the guardsman way.
well, we have like 8 things behind us, so that's what I'm saying. Frags behind, incendiaries forward.
it's pretty clear that okay, we're kind of fucked right now. So I'm thinking we take a page out of the Void Ranger book, we just yeet in the grenades, close the door, and just wait for it to die.
I think the whole wait for it to
No.
die part is not going to succeed.
Well, that's what I'm trying to say is, okay, we can't incendiary behind us because that just traps us to our doom. But we can incendiary right in front of us and the room itself. You know, like at least one of them to block the doorway.
You can see the creatures behind you,
Yes. And that's why I
have
want us to frag them.
reacted. Alright, make your action.
Let's see. Let's fucking square go and I guess throw firebombs at this cunt, and I'll throw in
Oh,
my
right.
whiskey for good measure.
Oh, right.
Can I throw in 2 incendiary grenades at once?
Oh, yeah, I still needed to know the radius of the incendiary.
Should we
Well,
say
use it
something
for-
to her just to make this funny? I can't
You
think.
know what? I'm using my thermite grenades for this.
Yeah.
Dude,
Go
like,
in.
we're in the presence of one of the SCP.
It's like Valhalla awaits, boys.
This isn't just any low tier SCP. This is the
We'll say
fucking
cats are one.
horrors.
Yeah.
Why did they send us with flashbangs?
They didn't think we'd meet this.
Wait,
We were
flashbangs
doomed
have a
to
sound,
begin
don't
with.
they?
Because we were just supposed to
Flashbangs
do
have sound, and flashbangs have a bright
Yeah.
light and sound.
Well, the light won't help, but hold on a second. Okay, any noises we've heard in that room, do they have an echo?
There is indeed an echo in this cabin, is when you raise your voice.
Like, relative to the hallway, though, is there like a noticeable echo in that room?
Indeed, as is not really constructed the same.
Everyone flashbang the room.
You can see that the room itself is less of the caverns you've seen so far. And I know I didn't do a very good job of showing it on the map. But when you look at it, it's more like a rundown temple. Like a ruin of a great place of worship. Now littered with with this thing's tentacles infecting the entire, just coiling around everything. Alright, what do you do for your actions? You want to throw a grenade?
Yep.
Flashbangs deafen the hell out of them.
I'm
Which
fucking
kind of-
throwing in incendiaries.
Alright.
Yeah.
What you could do.
I'm gonna stand back behind the others.
Oh, listen to Stu. Hold up. What's up, Stu?
You could probably throw a flashbang to each corner roughly, and then just some incendiaries up front just to cause
Yeah,
as
to
much
block the path.
confusion. Yeah.
If there's a noticeable echo in this room, just imagine if like 5 or 10 flashbangs went off.
Yeah, but then we blew our entire load.
Save
of
2 flashbangs for the group behind us so we can stun them while we run away.
Well, we're in the hallway with them, though.
That's fine, it's just to run
A
distraction.
flashbang is not necessarily the same as them getting, like, weakened by fucking sun rays, okay?
No, I don't care about the light. I care about deafening the hell out of them.
I guess. But then again, you have the fucking eye.
I'm guessing each
Okay,
one of
yeah,
us
so
gets an action, Gren, is that how this works?
Each one of you get an action, yes.
Okay. Let's see, what's our standard loadout again? Because I'm trying to remember.
With the grenades, it was 2 incendiary, 2 frag, 2 flashbang.
I will say one thing though, as you look into the room, most of the creatures around, the creatures surrounding the queen, in the middle, have turned their head towards you, but the creatures along the walls here have not. They seem to be kneeling down, as their face is basically connected to something to the wall. Seems to be this creature's tentacles.
Hmm.
Listen,
Oh.
boys, I say we give them an ultrasound.
Well,
What if the creature is strengthened by the presence of its followers? Some shit. I don't know.
well.
Anyway, now is not the time for pondering. Now is the time for bang.
That was the
What
time.
do you
Just-
do?
Just
We're
abort it
deafening
if
them
you...
permanently.
If all else fails,
if you want
abort
to
it.
throw- if you want to throw a grenade, the attack roll is a thrown weapon, which is, generally speaking, dexterity plus athletics minus the target's defense.
Oh.
And if you're wondering, the defense score of this creature is 0.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay, I'll throw Firebomb first then, I guess.
Its armor score, however, is a bit worse.
Oh, bro.
Smirks and thermite grenade.
So it's like a sheet roll, athletics, and dex.
No, there should be a thrown weapon option on your roll.
Wait, did you ever tell us what the radius of this stuff was?
No, because you can check it in the book.
Oh, wait, what? The armory book?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Thermite grenades.
So blast area 5 would mean a radius of 5?
Radius of 5 squares.
Yeah.
Indeed.
And you take a -2 to throwing, but a +4 to damage.
Oh wait, but we're in a scale of like.
The scale is half. Well, in terms of the grenades, the scale is half. That's the range of the grenade right there.
So it's like 2 yards.
That's pretty good, actually.
But remember, each of these are a group.
Oh, I thought it was just the ones that had 4 on them.
That's just to indicate how big the group is.
Okay, so the ones that don't have 4 on them are also 4.
Maybe.
Oh no.
The group size varies.
Well, this is way worse than it looked in the first place. Holy shit.
Try to
Yeah.
imagine the size of that creature right there.
I'd rather not.
Guys, I think there's a reason we were bringing a nuke.
You think?
I was saying, you know, a nuke thing. Anyway.
You fucking think?
I use a willpower point on the throw.
Okay. Roll a... I'm very sorry. Could you kindly roll me? Do you have anything about... I do not believe... grenades still apply as ranged weapons. Okay. Could you roll me a thrown weapon roll at a -8 for the creature's defense?
Is that the armor?
Yes.
Well, the thermite grenade just so happens to have armor piercing 8.
Then you just roll.
Allah guide my seafool.
So, wait, do you personally have thermite? Is that what's
Yeah.
going on? Okay,
I,
so
I
who
made
knows?
that shit.
Oh, right, I helped you make it.
Yeah.
Yay!
You have to remember, you all weren't given all of the equipment, as you weren't expected to go this far in.
Wait, so the equipment on the list we don't have?
No, you do have all the equipment I listed to you. It's just that the actual assault squad that were coming in after you were gonna have more, as they are expected to meet this thing. You weren't.
Bloody cowards.
Time to go out in a blaze of glory.
For the Emperor!
Fourth foundation.
Alright, so that is +4 damage. And it does fire.
Plus 4 damage.
So it's a total of 6 damage. Actually, I didn't expend the willpower thingy, so that would be 3 more dice to roll.
Roll those 3 dice.
Oof.
Oof.
Oh well. Now we run.
Yeah. You see, as you throw the thing into the midst, you see parts of the smaller tentacles of the queen burn away, and the creatures before her begin to squeal in agony as you throw fire towards them. Alright, who's next for throwing?
Okay. I suppose
Since all of you get an action, what do you want to do?
I have a
Is there-
second.
Grenade. That's what I'm gonna do anyway.
By the way, can you dual wield grenades?
For the sense of levity, I'm going to say no.
Oh. Well, then I gotta do one by one. That means I lost my next turn. Okay, first grenade. No modifiers, or are there any modifiers for it?
Oh. I mean, you have a -8, but it has an R. But what kind of grenade are you using?
Incendiary.
Ah, yes, because you were given one if you wanted to. It's a thermite. Ah, yeah, that's a armor piercing 8.
Wait, are we given 2?
Yeah,
Yes.
but you can only throw 1.
Yeah, that I can.
So you throw a grenade, roll damage.
Okay, but what was the modifier? -8?
You have no modifier.
Okay, gotcha.
If it weren't for the armor piercing quality of the grenade,
So that
You
would be
kind
4
of-
damage.
you throw it towards it, and don't quite hit your mark, but it's a grenade. And as such, it explodes in the area, dealing a further 4 damage.
This is continual damage because it's fire.
Anyone else?
Yeah.
Start yeeting people.
Oh, I'll throw an incendiary grenade again, so no modifier. I'll use a willpower point. What happens when I use all my willpower?
You don't have anything left to spend today.
Alright, so it's just like that. Okay, well, I'll use another one.
It's basically your will begins to waver as you've basically gone the entire day exerting yourself.
Right.
That's all it really is. And you're using what?
Incendiaries.
So thermite? Okay.
So it's another 2, I guess.
Has another 6 actually.
Let's see. Oh, yeah, 'cause that's +4, doesn't it?
Has a force of 4. Indeed. I mean, the thing still looks relatively okay.
Everyone else chuck one.
Someone chuck one at the creatures or like in front of the doorway so they can't push us.
Yeah, so
You
we
mean
need
you mean these things
Yeah.
that have also been caught in every single incendiary grenade so far?
Alright, never mind that.
Just keep throwing.
Good.
Fucking
Who's next?
the fighting first battalion of the Belfast Brigade.
Well, you know, I'm gonna say that as a matter of pride, I know we can win this fight, so I say we throw an incendiary at these guys.
You absolute mad lad.
You
I
want
say
to?
that, but I actually throw a frag grenade at them.
But that's way worse.
A frag grenade?
Well, a frag grenade's not gonna keep us from walking through there.
It does have knockdown, to be fair, so that might help.
Could be worse. It could be white phosphorus. You know, just walk through the angry smoke.
Well, I mean, okay, a frag grenade all the way out there is not gonna hit us, is it?
No.
Okay, cool. I'll throw a frag
Actually,
grenade at
funny you say that, Skull, because thermite is actually worse than white frost, at least in this game.
them. Okay, so anyway,
Does it keep the
dexterity
smoke
and
that
athletics, right?
continues?
What am I?
I mean, mechanically it does the same thing, minus the concealment.
All right. I should by the way mention that the grenade does have a -2 damage modifier to it.
Which grenade? Frag grenade?
The thermite.
Yeah,
Incendiary grenade.
Took that into account on my end.
You're the only one.
Okay,
Yeah.
so athletics, dexterity for the frag grenade, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what are the modifiers I need to apply?
I mean, if you go into your options and just make one of your weapon slots say thrown, you can roll that.
Okay, I'll just replace one of my slots.
Yeah, the frag grenade does 2 damage, +3. And I take it the +3 is just for
Wait.
actual damage.
So what do I actually put there if it says 2 damage +3?
Just 2 damage
Okay. Cool. Okay, I shall set it to that and do an attack roll. Yeah, okay. Anyway, modifiers? No. Modifiers?
That would be a -2 for the grenade roll. It pierces 8 armor, so you can ignore its ranged armor.
No, Korak is using the frag one.
Against who? These ones?
The ones in the hallway.
Okay. Heh.
What?
Huh?
They're like, you said they're like 100 yards behind us, right?
Yeah. As in... There's no actual... The fucking... I measure things in squares, my dude.
Okay, how many squares is that then? If it's 5
I'm
squares. like this?
calculating.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it has a blast
Yeah.
area of 10, so...
Oh, you're not in it. Don't worry.
Okay, so modifier with the frag grenade at them.
Yeah.
What is that modifier?
-2. And
Okay.
again, the frag grenade has a no AP. So that is a -3. No, -2, sorry.
Is that another -2 on top of the -2?
No, just a minus. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a -2 on top of the original -2, yeah.
Okay, I put the modifier -2. I'm about to press submit. Is this correct?
-4 is the total.
Okay, I have it at -4. Is this correct?
Is that
Yes.
from the equipment?
Mm-hmm.
3 damage.
As I believe he's just using a normal one.
Hmm.
No, okay. Well, that. I thought you were making a normal roll, Kodrak, not an attack roll.
But you
Wait, something.
Ah!
Like, I heard you.
I replaced the slot. Okay,
Just
what
told
do I
me
need?
did that then?
I did. I said I'm gonna
No, you didn't.
replace one of. No, I did say out loud that I'm replacing one of my slots.
Well, I guess I didn't hear you. Sorry.
Okay, well in that
Roll
case,
another
what do
two
I need
dice
to
then.
fix?
Roll
Huh?
another 2 dice. Roll another
Oh,
2
another
dice.
2. Okay. Slot.
That's another success. It's 4 damage.
+3 from the.
Mm-hmm. Plus 3
Thing.
from the force.
Cool.
Lethal. Okay. With a knockdown effect, which I believe is they have to make a. What was it? Which one? What was it that they had to make again? I believe it's a dexterity plus athletics roll to stay upright. Yeah. I'm gonna say that for now. I don't care to look it up.
Cool.
Failure. As they fall down. As they're knocked over as the fragments cleave through their skin. Alright, anyone else want to take a final action?
I am just saying, in case you might have missed it, Skog also threw in Incendiary.
No, I missed. I noticed. Don't
Alright.
worry.
No, just checking.
Alright.
Cassandra, in the excitement of all the explosions, not realizing everything's dead, she looks up at Nate and goes, "Can I throw one of the loud things too? I mean, nobody has to know, right?"
Well,
gonna
seeing
pass
as
it.
we're probably gonna die, give it a shot. kid.
I'm actually
You're gonna give the blind girl a grenade!
Yes, have fun with this
Alright.
frag grenade. And by frag grenade, I mean flashbang.
Alright,
Because I'm not
roll me
final.
a.
Flashbang.
You give her a flashbang?
I am not letting her kill us.
Alright,
Bruh.
Nate, he's about to give her a flashbang.
I also
A
direct
blind
her in the
17-year-old.
I'll just take a
through the door.
take a
through the
note
door.
of closing my eyes when I need to.
I'm saying through the door.
Right?
What do I roll?
Please don't
You
do fork,
roll,
etc.
because I doubt you've set up the things for this. Just roll me. Set it to normal roll. For now. Then roll me a dexterity plus athletics. That would be stun plus 1. Yeah.
Okay. I don't wonder what's the modifier, you know, 'cause her being blind has stuff like.
Oh yeah. Minus. You have a you have a total of -2 for this one. For minus.
That was without the minus. I don't know how to do the minus.
Okay. I just want to ask, if you combine all of your skills together, are you able to beat minus 10?
What? I think I rolled it. I don't think I rolled it.
You didn't roll it. I'm just asking. Don't click anything yet. I'm asking you. Look at your basic dots, like all the bonuses you have currently. Like just your basic dots. So your strength and athletics dots. Are you able to beat a -10 with that?
And
That
I
sounds
have,
literally impossible.
yeah.
All right, roll me a chance die.
I just wanted to do it for the meme.
Roll
So
me a
see
chance die.
dexterity and athletics with chance, or just
Blame the
just a
team
chance?
for the meme.
Yeah. But honestly, you shouldn't actually click anything when you're doing a chance roll.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Well,
I don't know what I did.
oh,
then.
sorry.
Fool me.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
She yeet,
It was
and
nice.
you see her throw it, and then it clanks uselessly against the ground. And she forgot to pull the pin out.
Oh no.
Oh, you tried.
Yeah.
I'll just say
Hey.
good throw.
At least I was able to say I've used a weapon.
Alright, is that everyone?
Yep.
Okay, roll me initiative.
What's composed? Oh wait, never mind. There's already a roll initiative button.
Wait.
Oh
Do-
shit!
do
Did I
we-
click myself first? Oh wait, I can't click myself.
Yeah, we don't have tokens. Do we just click the party token, or
Just roll initiative right now.
okay?
Just roll initiative.
Oh, sorry, I did
Good
something.
sir,
Bruh, right. I misclicked, sorry.
He doesn't roll initiative, he rolls to kill.
I rolled to shoot myself in the head.
How do you roll initiative?
He'll never take me alive.
I have a
Just,
question. How do you roll initiative?
I just click where it says roll initiative. You don't need to click the dice, just click the roll
But-
initiative text.
Where?
Right above the
Initiative.
die.
Above the die.
The die.
Right above the die where you usually click to roll something.
See the die?
Oh.
Left your mouse a bit.
There you go.
That's right.
Right, it's not taking into account the modifiers again. So,
Weird. What should it
Yeah.
actually be?
it should be modifier 5.
It says you have a +4, +4, +5.
Ah, right, then it is correct.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that 5 would be his roll.
You just rolled a 1.
No, never. Take that back. I take that back.
Oof.
Okay.
Ah, that's how it works, right.
Okay. Well, that works out just fucking swimmingly, doesn't it? All of you, after yeeting your grenades and you flashing the ones behind you, Dr. Choice.
Fragging.
Fragging them, actually. That's true. You turn around just in time to notice a few of them falling down from the ceiling as they scatter, as they clatter from all across the dungeon to get to where you are.
Is that groups?
As groups. of random numbers.
I suggest we incendiary behind us. I whisper.
Behind you, you can see that this entire front row here is fucking dead.
Yay!
No, hold on. The thing behind them, however, is still going. Alright.
That's so fun.
I'm glad we saved their grenades.
Which way would you like to retreat? Towards the group or behind you?
Why would we retreat?
We're
So just asking-
retreating.
What?
I just ask you which way you're wanting to go.
Commander's-
in front of you?
No,
Commander-
hold around and throw these grenades.
Dude, you're the commander. What are we doing?
We're opening
you're
your eyes, I think,
There's
in a
someone
minute.
else.
Even if we all go mad, I think it's worth it.
Oh, dude, we just all
No.
form up behind Cassandra.
And just
look at them.
gaze into the iris.
Yes.
Look, we need. Okay, we already have flames burning. The way between us and the room. We need to flame the hallway so they can't.
can do that.
So at least them
So we
running
just have
towards
fire
us.
in between both directions.
I have one thermite grenade left.
Literally, we need to be surrounded by fire.
Yep.
Right,
And then we'll do the eye plan.
right.
If
So you're
necessary.
preparing to.
If necessary.
Alright, so you scramble together, Dr. Choice preparing his blades, preparing to rush towards the group in front of him.
Oh fuck that!
Yeah,
I'm from my position.
Preparing his blades for the onslaught.
Yes.
You have Agent Taggart rushing towards Cassandra, reaching for her eyes so you can speak off the lines.
No.
Reaching for the eyes.
Hold on. Hold on, go Drac, let me speak.
I'm yelling
Stop
that at him.
interrupting me.
Yelling
I
that at
see.
him. My character is.
Mm-hmm. Alphone's doing his best. Lance Corporal Nate Higgers taking out a thermite grenade and preparing to take out the pin as he's about to throw it. And Danny Boy preparing to follow suit. Ready to die, I guess. As a voice rings out throughout the dungeon.
Oh no.
Enough. Would you all do me a resolve plus composure roll?
Oh boy, guys, I'm scared.
I was just about to have my best idea yet.
Into the maws of hell we go.
Modifier? No. Modifier. Fuck it. 1.
Okay. As suddenly, you kind of just, as you're about, for a moment you feel as if your time is slow, as if you're viewing time in slow motion. As sometimes combat can do. Sometimes combat can make everything seem like it's moving slowly around you. So time is a bit frozen before you. When you realize that it's not slowing down, and time isn't really affected at all. You've just stopped. Your body has completely stopped moving.
Are they moving?
They, as you look upon them, barely able to move your eyes, you see these things squeeze against the wall, kind of making a path between them, between the many groups. As they kneel down behind as they kneel down towards the north. Okay, give me a moment. Hold on. I needed to find something. Let's see if I actually have it.
So just out of curiosity, did we all fail that roll?
Yeah.
Cool.
That's fun.
How many would we have needed?
Probably
I'm
5.
choosing not to say.
Probably more than 5.
We couldn't have won, boys. 10.
Let's see. Which one was it? God damn it. It seems I do not have it. That's well. Wish rhythm was working.
Bruh. I mean, I can play on YouTube if you send me it. But you guys won't hear it.
We'll just have to sing.
Unless
Well,
you just put the
it's
link
kind
in the
of,
chat and we all listen to it, and I'll listen to it for the audience.
It's kind of could you? Could you play? This is going to be a bit weeb stew, so please don't tell them what it is. But could you play this in the
Okay.
background?
The others won't be able to hear it, that's the issue.
You could.
I really hope it's pizza time.
Yeah, I hope it's pizza time.
You can send it to Ash and have it echo through her.
Hold on a minute.
Yes,
Okay, send it to Ash.
Are you
Just-
playing
Got
it?
it. Gone.
I'm just getting it ready again. There we go, it's playing.
All right. I guess I'll just share it with all of you so you can listen to it as well. I'm sorry for the weeby nature of it. As a man walks down, step by step, echoing through the hallways.
Bruh.
Oh my god, really, Cran?
Never.
Who's this nigga?
Really?
What?
Such a weeb.
Oh god, is that
Okay.
Dracula?
Oh. Didn't see this.
Is that Alucard?
No.
Looks like Naruto.
It's
Is that V in
Pain.
his final form?
It's V.
It's Pain from Naruto.
Naruto.
No, it's not. As you see, hold on, where is it? There it is. As a mysterious figure walks down past the kneeling pale ones, and looks at the stops just in front of each of you as you stand frozen, unable to move before him. Looks each of you up, where he continues to move past you. And looks up to the Queen before him. And says a few words. A language you're not quite sure you recognize. Anyone like to do me a intelligence plus academics roll?
Oh hell
Sure.
yeah. That's
Academics?
Sargoy knowledge.
Academics.
Count me in, boy. What's the modifier?
Let's see. What languages are you proficient in?
French and English.
Okay, you don't take penalty. In fact, you get a plus. You get a +2 to this.
What does an English speaker have as a modifier?
If you just speak one language, Then you have a -2.
Okay. Well, I never
I
chose
speak
language
Gaelic
as
as
a thing.
well, so I guess that's neutral.
You get a +2.
Oh hell yeah.
Success.
All
Ah,
right.
before the linguist got.
Right. Yeah. About itself.
Danny Boy's like, what is he talking about?
It's making all these funny noises.
You, aside from Alphonse, you have no idea what he's like. Only Alphonse can understand what he's saying. But Alphonse, Dr. Choice, and Taggart all can hear which language it is. He is speaking in Latin. Or very old accent of Latin. Alphonse.
Wait. Latin? Hold on. Medical
Latin.
terminology is very Latin, isn't it?
Oh yes, true.
And I'm a 5 in
Because
medicine.
because of medicine, you should actually. Yeah, you should have received a +2 as well. So I guess roll 4
I'll
more
roll
dice
4
to count
more
that.
dice.
Mhm.
Okay, I'll roll another die.
I didn't roll the first time.
Okay, so 2 more successes.
Aye.
Dr. Sois knows more about this than I do.
All right.
3 success. Yeah.
3 successes. All right. So Cassandra, Alphonse, and Dr. Choice all know what he's saying.
Yeah, boy.
You've done well to wait this long. And you've done well to mother him as you have. You can rest now. As he turns to you all and kind of cocks his head for a moment, looking over each of you. Time is a curious thing. A clock ticks round and round, never stopping. Well, unless you break it, I suppose. Looks around. What is this place if not broken? A clock always ticking at the same number. A pendulum that always swings only one way. And yet you choose to fight. And yet you choose, when faced with the knowledge that you will die, you choose to fight. Wow, how foolish you are, children. How foolish indeed. Now sleep. As he begins walking past all of you, he raises a hand. And let's see. Cassandra.
Hmm?
He comes up and raises a hand towards you. And even now, your body can do nothing. Paralyzed. And those of you, especially used to, see as his hand goes straight through the throat and into Cassandra's chest through her throat region.
Bruh.
Oh no.
Uh,
And as he pulls his hand away, Cassandra's life empties from her eyes, and her body falls against the floor.
Wait, what does that mean? Oh. The eyes thing.
Rip.
Taggart. He moves towards you, and you already know what's about to occur, as his hand goes straight through your ribcage, penetrates your heart, ripping your chest to shreds as you fall dead on the floor. One by one, he walks to each of you, his hand embracing your heart, crushing it one after another, until you all lie limp. Let's see. Each of you roll me a resolve plus stamina roll.
You better fucking
Alright,
believe
hold
I
on.
am.
It's also playing something.
I'll use some willpower for this one, Chief.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna use.
What's
What was
the
it?
benefit
Resolve
for
and
using
stamina.
willpower?
Resolve plus stamina.
Okay, let's use my last willpower, bro.
So we get a +3 for willpower?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
you put a
Oh, bro,
3 in
I
the
might die.
modifier?
Oof.
Bruh.
Bro,
It's never die.
It's
I'm a
bro,
pioneer.
baby.
I'm an explorer.
1 success. Oh, you got 7 dice, 0 successes. Jeez.
Yep.
All right. Most of you managed to hold on. Taggart, already tired, nauseous, and drunk.
Drunk as fuck, boy.
The temptation to close your eyes and just go to sleep overpowers your will to stay awake.
Oof.
As you all lie there, your life seeping away from you. Taggart already dead. He says, "I shall see you on the other side, children." As most of you close your eyes, Higgers,
Yes.
hatred.
Yes.
Even as your heart bursts within your chest, you stare at the man with intense hatred.
Right. Can I use the last bit of my power to pull the pin of the thermite grenade and just...
Oh yeah, sure, go ahead.
What?
It might cinch the
Alright.
gun.
You pull the pin on the thermite grenade, and you know that it will go off in a few seconds. As you do this, you can see the man staring at you. You can't say anything. You're way too far gone to say anything. This was the last of your power. But just as the consciousness fades, knowing you've done everything in your power to serve the Foundation one last time, the man smiles and says to you, "You will go far with the task ahead, my child."
Did you just try to suicide bomb us all?
Yes.
As your eyes close, and just as consciousness finally leaves you, you feel the heat in your arm blow out. As the darkness Wait, hold on.
Oh man,
Almost made a
it's
mistake
all
there.
black.
As darkness takes you all.
Damn you, old man.
You can turn up the music now.
Can I try to make a guess at who that was?
Alright. Darkness takes you all. and the session ends for tonight.
Oh,
Bruh.
cliffhanger ending, bruh.
I hope you all.
It's not much of a cliff as much as it's just a
Well-
chasm into nothing.
Well, see.
I hope
Or is
you
it?
all will
Yeah.
join. I hope you all will join us next time to see the continuation of this story.
Bruh.
They really are dead.
Dun dun dun.
Yep.
Turns
Alright.
out it's just a full stream of us laying on
What?
the floor.
Alright,
Respawning in 5.
Full of Borderlands.
Thank you all for watching. Thank
Find
you
out
for
what
watching.
happens next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Naruto.
Thank you for watching. I hope you all enjoyed today's rather story-driven game. I thought you would take a little longer to get through this dungeon, if I'm being honest.
Nah. Bruh, nah.
We just rushed B.
Dude, can I make a fucking guess
No,
at who that was?
no. Let's leave that for the audience
Yeah.
next week.
Mhm.
Alright. Thanks for watching, folks. Sorry my voice was a bit fucked today, but hopefully be better next week. So, see y'all later.